All of you up on deck now.
Let's see what you're made of.
Don't let me down, you hear?
Come on!
So glad you could join us on this occasion! Does the savior of Neo Babylon stand among us? Let's find out! Without further ado! Let's see how many of you make it back this time. The Gideon coffins, if you please! Welcome to Babylon. Three souls have returned to us from the cruel depths of Tartarus. Praises to Jupiter! Make way, good people! Clear their path to the ziggurat! Make way for our new sentinels!
Look out! Above you!
What? The Gigan's Gallo! Get out of there!
This is not your time. Your soul is yet unhomed. Now, Sentinel, bare your fangs in gracious wrath.
Now, how the hell did you work out how to do that on your own?
It looks as if your initiation ceremony attracted some unwanted guests, Isham.
Oh, Lady Sophia.
Kairos, tend to the wounded. This one took down the gigant, then.
Right you are. Used a dynamist to do it, too.
Oh, most interesting.
Lady Sophia, there's no signs of any other Galu in the area.
Good. Let the machinists know we've got some new Galu remains for them to study.
Oh, these old ears must deceive me. Here I thought the Emperor forbade Galu research.
Know your enemy. There are rules, and then there's common sense.
Same Sophia as ever.
Saturnus Gate! Open! We've got sentinels coming through.
The great ziggurat of Babylonia once towered over the ancient world, casting its shadow across the vast empire as it reached towards the heavens. Babylonia has rested, in memory, for 1,000 years. Through its military might, the Domitian Empire now claims its ancient capital of Babylon. Proclaiming themselves the second coming of the old empire, the Domitians scour the ziggurat ruins for relics of lost Babylonia. But the ruins are jealously guarded by the ineffable Galu, fearsome monsters that attack without mercy those who would disturb the once great ziggurat. Thus began the war between the Empire and the Galu that rages around the ziggurat of Babylon to this day.
Any luck at the dock, Sylvie?
None, I'm afraid. Not even the rats can crawl aboard under so much security. I'm told it's a fool's errand anyway. Word has it, these coffins will fill us with poison the moment we desert.
Ah, those goddamn Imperial rats. And what of the Satanás gate?
No good. They might have known as much. It's been a week now. 7 days with naught to do but imagine we were anywhere but here. What a sorry bunch of cage birds we are.
And here comes the one with the keys.
If you've got time and energy enough to skulk around, then I've got a job to keep you busy. Gallo have been sighted in the civic cloister. Find them and dispose of them at once.
So no backup from the brave Imperial Knights? What? You afraid your armor will get dirty if you fight your own battles for once, huh?
Insolent cur. We knights don't suffer insult lightly.
Stand down, Kairos. Gallo are left to the Sentinels by Imperial decree.
Tough bloody look. I'm not putting my ass on the line like that again.
Here I'd thought you lot were smart. For barbarians. Serves me right. I trust I've made my point. Now go. You'll want to speak with Isham in his workshop first. Then it's Gallo hunting time. I've got high hopes for you. Especially you, my valiant giant slayer.
Halt, Sentinels! Sorry, it's only old Isham. Surprised you, did I? You know, you gave me quite a surprise too. Using a dynamis like you did back there. It's time to learn just what it was you did. Come on, Sentinels. Gather round. There's a few things you need to know about your Gideon Coffin's dynamis abilities. There are other dynamis abilities too, but, as you can imagine, the Gallo aren't going to wait for me to finish my lecture. We'll pick up where we left off later. Assuming you make it back from your first official mission, that is.
My ass. The less I hear about dynamis, the better.
We can't all be berserkers like you. Something tells me we're in for trouble.
You're right about that. It's not every day you go from a man to a monster.
By the way, did you see that masked guy upstairs?
The one mumbling to some weird doll on his shoulder. Seems like working here could break anyone's mind.
Well, It looked like the doll was connected to him by some kind of shining thread. Remind you of any other threads we heard about lately?
You saying he used to be a sentinel?
Either way, I'm sure he's got some stories to tell.
Yeah, if he hasn't told them all to the puppet.
Hey there!
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the Dying Dolphin, maggots!
Now, Galatea, how could you say such a thing? I beg your pardon. Galatea is a bit of a diamond in the rough. My name is Pygmalion. Should you need anything at all, don't hesitate to ask.
I wonder if these maggots can even use what you've got!
Oh, that's quite enough, Galatea. I've precious few customers as it is.
Yeah, we'd like to ask you something if that's okay.
Of course. Well, what might that be?
Are you the one that's making that thing move?
He's even duller than he looks!
What you say?
My apologies. Shh! It's all right, Lady Galatea. As you might have guessed, I too was once a sentinel. During an operation, I sustained a nearly fatal wound. In order to keep me alive, Master Isham performed an amazing medical feat.
In other words, I'm doing all the work for this scarecrow's missing parts.
But you are the one making Galatea talk, aren't you? I'll admit the tone of voice is different, but...
Well, you see, that's a bit difficult to explain. Let's just say that it's true, but also not true. Ah, I know. When you sleep, your body sometimes twitches, does it not? In the same way, I'm speaking, but not necessarily in control.
Sounds like a lot of ox shit to me. Just an excuse for you to get away with having a loud mouth.
I assure you, it's not a lie.
Go easy on him, Gallagher.
You just going to let him call you a maggot?
We're prisoners. Does it really matter if we're maggots or monsters? Thank you, Pygmalion. And Lady Galatea, is it? I'm Sylvie. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
I'm Gallagher, Lion of Galilean. And this?
Yes, I look forward to seeing all of you sentinels.
And Gallagher, we've got lots of junk that's perfect for maggots like you.
Hey!
You and Gallagher were both captured fighting the Empire in your homelands too. That makes 3 of us.
Don't even remember how many damn knives I've killed. Think they missed a few when they counted at my trial.
And here we are now, doing the Empire's heavy lifting for all the good it did us.
I wish they'd gone ahead and given me the axe. Be a hell of a lot quicker.
Come now, sir. Jupiter only lights your candle once. You want him to snuff it out again?
You're the boy from the market, aren't you? Have your wounds healed?
They have. Missed a few shifts, but I'm right as rain now.
Hell of a coincidence running into you here, boy.
Lycus. My name's Lycus. Oh, and, thank you for saving my life.
Hey, boy. What's wrong with your neck?
Oh, this. I'm surprised you haven't seen it around here already. It's the mark of the Blue Death.
Blue Death?
You've seen the sun over the ziggurat, right? All bright and blue. Well, the light from it makes you sick, with the Blue Death. That's why the Imperials are always coming and going. But we common folk don't have anywhere else to go. Except the grave, I suppose. When the Blue Death finally takes all Neo-Babylon.
You mean to say you're trapped here then? Just like we are?
Aye. The Empire protects the ziggurat from Gallo while they search for relics. I need people to support them.
Hee. Blue Death. A dreadful disease, that. But you Sentinels might prove to be the cure. Mark my words.
How long have you been listening in on us, old man?
Long enough, my friend. Someone's got to keep an eye on you, you know, to make sure you don't do anything crazy.
Master Isham, is it true? They could cure us. How?
The answer's simple, my boy. It's the light from the blue sun up above that causes the Blue Death, yes? So, to stop the Blue Death...
We have to put out the sun.
Indeed. The cores powering your Gideon coffins are structurally identical to the blue sun. You've got little stars on your backs. Bring that Gideon coffin up to the Pantheon Temple at the tip-top of the ziggurat. Say a little prayer. And your coffin will resonate with the blue sun strongly enough to shut the whole thing down. As the light stops, so stops the Blue Death. It will even cure everyone who's ill. And you'll like this part, Gallagher. It'll overload your Gideon coffin, too. It'll fall right off.
So there is a way to be rid of the thing. Should have said so.
Didn't I? I could have sworn I did.
So you're senile too. But that's all I needed to hear. Freedom waiting at the top of the ziggurat.
And there's a cure for Lycus up there too. Assuming this isn't just a tale you're telling to keep us in line. Tell me why we should believe you.
Believe me or don't. That's up to you. But I expect you'll make the right choice. I'll tell you this, though. You'd better hurry up and make it. You've only got so much time left. Better make good use of it. Unless you'd rather end up like old Isham.
Holy shit.
Hold that thought. We've got a Gigi on the way. Made it all the way to Shuana Street. What? Can't you hear? Go! Get rid of them! Work hard, and you might earn yourself a trip through the Jupiter Gate.
Eat up, Sentinels!
Hey boy, we didn't order any of this.
It's on the house. As thanks for all your troubles.
Not trying to do you any favors. I'm just trying to get this thing off my back.
What I mean is, you give us all a little hope. And there's not much of that going around.
Larkus, your marks. They're spreading, aren't they?
Pay him no mind, ma'am. They only hurt half as bad as they look.
Still, we better get you cured soon.
Don't worry yourself too much. Toughness is in my blood. My dad was a knight, you know.
That's so. And where's your knight dad gone off to now?
He went up the ziggurat with the others. About 3 years back. To hold off a Gallo invasion. He never came back down.
I'm sorry, boy. Should have kept my trap shut.
Oh, no. I mean, that's why I want to do whatever I can to help you fight them. Truth be told, I even asked Isham to fit me for my own Gideon coffin once.
Are you out your damn mind, boy?
Yeah, that's what he said too. Most Domitinians just aren't meant for it. Many die just trying to put it on. Of course, I'm too sick to put up much of a fight now. Coffin or no. But I won't give up that easily. Once the blue sun is gone and I'm well again, I will be a sentinel. Think of how proud my dad will be.
I'm sure he's very proud already. I suppose we'd better make room for a new addition in our ranks before long. Keep dinner warm for us.
Hey, Sylvie. You've been using your dynamis, right?
Naturally. Why, haven't you?
Just wonder if you heard the same wild shit I heard from one of the old-timers. Use them too much, and they harden and twist into...
Energeia?
Those threads come out, hard as knives, and run you right through. The coffin ticks over your mind, he said. You shift into something called an Ixion.
In the end, the coffin takes what little freedom we have left. Do you think that's what happened to Isham? He said we may not have much time before the coffins get us from the inside.
Lucky us. We get to carry the damn things right on our backs.
Here you are. Sentinels, lend an ear.
Oh, Master Isham!
Sophia's been captured by a Gallo lord they call Talos from the sound of it. I need you to find them at once and bring her back.
Count me out. She's never given me one reason to give a damn about her.
Suit yourself, Gallagher. I'm sure the others will somehow manage without you. But imagine when Sophia comes back and hears you refused orders and left her to the gallows. Dare I say, she might be a bit offended.
You know, I really hope Lady Sophia's all right.
The hell? Are we talking about the same Sophia here? Why you want to help her? Blight take you all. Fine. I'm in.
Hang on. I'm getting something new. Talos has her holed up in the old Senate Assembly Hall. It could be an ambush. Better make sure you're ready.
Xenon, your deeds are still well remembered throughout the Empire. Surrender yourself, and the Emperor will show you mercy. Come now, drop your weapon.
I am still worthy of the Emperor's mercy. What? Who's there? Sophia? What treachery is this?
No! Xenon, stop!
Shit. He's got friends on the way.
Don't worry. The three of us are more than enough. Gallagher, you're with me.
Got it. Listen. The big ones are yours. Hate to admit it, but you got something we don't.
I am Xenon, captain of the Domitian Imperial Guard. First among the Sentinels. Young Sentinels, heed my warning. Naught but two paths lie ahead. Ascend to the heavens, above the tower, or fall, like this one now, before you.
Look at this. Is this what awaits us all? Gallagher, did... Gallagher?
Shit. I was sloppy. This must be the Enegea.
Gallagher? Oh God, he's shifting. Gallagher! What are you... Gallagher!
Damn! He got away. All sentinels in the civic cloister, listen. An Ixion is on the loose in the cloister. Seal all the gates at once until the Ixion is caught. Repeat, seal all the gates and find that Ixion. Now! Kill it, if you must. A word of advice. A sentinel must be hard of heart, no matter what.
What of Gallagher? Have you found him?
If he's shifted, there's naught we can do for him anyway, I'm afraid. The ziggurat's crawling with lost sentinels. He'll be joining them soon enough. Some use their last precious moments of clarity to spare themselves a fate worse than death, but others come back.
As Galu, like Xenon.
Yes, like Xenon. Legendary knight though he was. Xenon once knowingly drank an assassin's poison to keep it from his emperor's lips. Then asked for seconds, if the story's to be trusted.
So falleth even the mighty then, and we could be next.
Not if you make it up top to the Pantheon Temple first.
The two of you are still green, but be that as it may. A debt's a debt, and your bravery deserves a reward. You've both earned your passage up to the Thieves' Cloister. Jupiter Gate, open! It's me. Welcome to the Thieves' Cloister. Home to all manner of brigands, smugglers, swindlers, and enemies of the Empire.
What a horrible place this is. The civic cloister felt like prison enough. So, can we hope for some respite from this rain? This is starting to get depressing.
Best not count on it. That's no mere rain. It pours down from underground lakes in the volcanic cloister above. Those lakes are constantly filled, in turn, by runoff from the frozen cloister. Higher still up the ziggurat.
Delightful. That means not for a while, then.
There's one more thing you should know about the Thieves' Cloister. It's also home to the Temple of Bemis, headquarters of the Silent Order.
The Silent Order?
A religious sect. Supposedly, their wordless rituals earn them the favor of the gods, letting them cure the Blue Death. As you can imagine, that's made them rather popular.
They can cure Blue Death? How is that possible?
It isn't, of course. But the afflicted will cling to what hope they can get. Desperately so. Word is, recruitment's on a sharp rise lately. They render unto the Emperor what is his, and have yet to violate any Imperial decree, but...
The Empire's none too eager for competition when it comes to keeping its people under control, I take it.
Believe whatever you like. Now, on to your duties. There's a group that calls themselves the Ashes of Helios that runs the Lotus trade in the cloister. You are to find their base of operations.
Understood. Wait, was that? It is you, Lycus. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. But I've just got to find out what really happened to my dad. No matter what. I'm on my way to the volcanic cloister, and that's the last place anyone saw him.
Don't you know where you are, Lycus? This is no place for a child. Go back down to the civic cloister where it's safe.
But I've...
You poor thing. You can hardly breathe.
I'm fine. Really. Just let me go.
I'm taking Lycus back to headquarters.
Halt! What do you think you're doing? You can't simply abandon orders at your own discretion.
We found a Neo-Babylonian civilian who's lost in the Thieves' Cloister. A Sentinel's greatest duty is to the safety of the Empire and its people, yes?
Understood. Sylvie, you are to get the civilian home safe.
Aye. Thank you, Commander.
You, continue your duties in the Thieves' Cloister on your own until she returns.
Look! Lord Bemis!
Oh, blessed Lord Bemis! Wait, he's... What the hell is happening?
My foot! The sunspots are gone!
Wait,
I can walk again. Look! Watch me walk!
Mommy, look! My face is all better!
It's a miracle. Praises be to Lord Bemis.
Blight take my eyes. Their blue death is healed.
Peace, my children. The blessed Lord Bemis sees all and loves all. Come inside, dear lambs, where solace awaits even the most wretched of the Ziggurat's prisoners. Allow me to welcome you to the Temple of Bemis. I am the head priest. You may call me Father Philon.
Thank you for granting us a personal audience, Father.
One of my deacons told me of your troubles. You know a boy in need of our healing, yes?
That's right, and we haven't much time. Can you really cure him?
Peace, child. Lord Bemis bestows his bountiful grace upon all believers.
Great, thank you. I'll bring him right away.
Patience, my dear. I said believers, did I not? I myself take it on good faith, Sentinels, that you're truly here out of compassion for the boy. But the rest of our clergy are hesitant to deal with agents of the Empire. Understandably so, I should say.
But he has nothing to do with the Empire.
Would that I could help. Ah, I know just the trial. Perhaps you're familiar with the Jail of Grief?
Everyone's heard the rumors. They say it's a prison, built so the sound of torment echoes through the walls.
It is a very real place, I'm afraid. One that holds many of our faithful brothers and sisters. If a savior were to deliver them from their unjust fate, well, surely that would turn the heart of even the most obstinate deacon.
You would bribe us then, your friends, in exchange for an innocent child's life.
As with scripture, you're entitled to your own interpretation, my child.
Thank you so much, Mom. I'm Karina. We were spreading the word of Lord Bemis. when they caught us and brought us here.
Perhaps Lord Bemis sent us here to save you, then. Either way, you needn't fear any longer. Come on, this way. There's that done with. Let's return to the temple. Isham.
Now, what are you sentinels doing all the way out here? Without a word to old Isham? I take it those were disciples of the Silent Order. You think I can't suss out what you're up to?
Please. It was only to help Lycus.
If you want to help the boy, put out the blue sun, like I told you. You're wasting time with this cultish nonsense.
Isham, they can cure Blue Death. I saw it.
Aha. Well, I suppose those who go looking for trouble are bound to find it eventually.
We received reports of unidentified sentinels fighting off a Gallo assault on the jail. I should have known it was you. Might I ask why you've overstepped your orders and entered an Imperial prison to free Silent Order prisoners? This is insubordination of the highest order. I've half a mind to put you in the cells you've just emptied. Lucky for you, the prisoners you freed were only brought in for passing out propaganda, and not for something more serious. And you did manage to stop the Gallo from abducting any prisoners. Thank Jupiter they didn't get any of the more violent Ixian offenders. If you thought that meant I'd look the other way about all this, you were right. This time.
Beg your pardon, Lady Sophia, but what they've done here is treason against the Empire.
Thank you for your input, Kairos. Know that this pardon comes with a condition. There are too many congregating at the Temple of Bemis now for it to remain a harmless cult for long. You are to go back to the temple and find out to what ends the Silent Order is working. I would take the deal, if I were you.
Fine. It's as good as done.
Do you really think they'll help me? Do you? Do you?
Well, with any luck.
Look! Lord Bemis!
Oh, blessed Lord Bemis!
My foot! The sunspots are gone!
This is...
Ah, I can walk again! Look, watch me walk!
Mummy, look! My face is all better!
It's a miracle. Praises be to Lord Bemis.
Peace, my children. The blessed Lord Bemis sees all and loves all. Come inside, dear lambs, where solace awaits even the most wretched of the Ziggurat's prisoners.
Oh, it's you! Thank you again for saving us before, Mum. I told all my friends about you. They couldn't believe I saw real angels sent by Lord Bemis himself.
I'm just glad you're safe. Karina?
Oh, that's my Mum. I've got to go, but I hope to see you again soon.
What's the holdup? Come on, let's go inside.
You go on ahead.
It appears there remain a few wretched souls yearning for salvation. Peace, Sentinel. The eyes of my faithful were aglow with tears as they told me of your deeds. It appears you're worthy indeed. Now, bring me the boy with the Blue Death. Oh, you seem ill at ease. But mind that you have entered my temple, interrupted my communion. Tell me, Sentinel, whose wrath is righteous? Oh, come, and let us complete the rite! Where is it? Where is it? There. My Gideon coffin. You damned Imperial bitch!
Better a bitch than a rabid wolf mad enough to eat its own young.
I am a saint, chosen beloved of Dingir himself. The meek owe me their very flesh. The foolish owe me their very souls. By feeding me, these damnable wretches no greater purpose in death than ever in life.
Oh, what a mess.
Kairos, search the temple at once. If we're lucky, there might be survivors. Glad I can count on you.
Have you found... There's no use asking, is there?
You've been granted passage to the volcanic cloister. Mars Gate, open! Welcome to the edge of the Empire. Beyond this gate lies Galu territory. Once you pass through here, you're all on your own.
Well, now I wouldn't say that. I have my ways of getting around, if you'll recall.
Hey!
Don't tell me.
Oh, am I glad to see you two.
I can't say the same, Lycus. What in Tartarus's name are you doing up here? Don't you know where you are?
Of course. It's the volcanic cloister, but...
But nothing. Can't you see what danger you're in? Have you gone completely mad?
Listen, I know what I'm doing. I know this cloister better than you do.
How could you?
My dad and his knights were stationed up here for years. Up until he disappeared. The first time I came to the volcanic cloister, I could scarcely even walk. The Goat Knight's fortress isn't far from here. Fort Griffin. We should go there.
Who, pray tell, are the Goat Knights?
My dad's old brigade. None stronger or braver. I know they're still up here. Look, nobody knows the volcanic cloister like the Goat Knights. Trust me, you could definitely use their help.
This Fort Griffin might well be worth a look.
It's settled then.
But Lycus, it's dangerous around here. Promise me that you'll keep behind.
This way, try and keep up. Strange. The first watchtower should be around here somewhere.
Sylvie here. We've encountered a group of Gallo in red robes. There's a dragon with them. Sophia, what's going on here? You never mentioned there'd be dragons.
Dragoons and immortals. Wonderful. Sentinels, get out of there now. That's not a fight you can win.
Shit! They're still on our tails! Why can't we lose them? Hey, Lycus can't take much more of this. We'll have to stand and fight sometime. It might as well be now.
Sylvie, come to think of it, about those eyeball things. I noticed they always find us right before the Immortals do. They must be showing that Dragoon where we are somehow.
Good thinking, Lycus. We'd better get rid of them. And fast. The only problem then is how to reach them.
Lycus, throw me from a ziggurat. It's you, lad.
Alien! Alien was my dad's right hand. Second strongest knight I ever saw. I remember the old creed my dad taught me. Ever stronger. Ever upward. A goat knight never runs away. Right, Alien?
Bad news, lad. The goat knights are no more. Least not as you know them.
What are you saying?
Look around you, Lycus. We've lost our knighthood. Can't you see? We're little more than mercenaries now.
Every Imperial Knight I've ever met has been obsessed with honor and loyalty. What made you turn mercenary?
I suppose Lycus has seen enough winters to hear the whole story. It was 3 years back, in this very cloister. And it started with your old man, Captain Galenos. We're losing knights left and right out there, Captain. Please, sir, give the order to withdraw.
Never. If we lose Fort Griffin, the Galu will move on the Thieves' Cloister in a heartbeat. No knight is to take a single step back until the evacuations are complete.
But, Captain, we've lost the last sentinel. This isn't a fight that can be won by knights alone. Captain, no!
Elian, you're a hell of a mountaineer, and the finest knight I know. The Goat Knights are yours to lead now. What's left of them.
Captain Galenos, don't speak such nonsense!
Lycus, I'm sorry.
Your father fought like a man possessed. Many a Galu turned tail at the mere sight of him.
And then what, Alien? What happened after that?
The Galu left us to lick our wounds, but the captain was nowhere to be seen. We searched the cloister for weeks, found nothing of him to bury.
And those of you who escaped were deserters. Well, in the Empire's eyes.
Aye, but if one man retreats, his whole squad is accountable. 'Tis the way of the Knights. The Empire let us live out our lives such as they are, here in the volcanic cloister. Had to change the name, though. You're looking at the Captain of the Mercenaries of Atonement. We're under attack!
Captain.
Sergius!
Alien, is Sir Sergius...
He's alive. Something like... This is the work of the local Galu Lord, make no mistake. We call her... the Spinner. Sergius isn't the first of us she's caught in her web. Not by far.
You're saying web, but surely you don't mean she's an actual spider, right?
Well, she's got 8 legs, and more eyes than I'm able to count. So there's scant hope of sneaking up on her. We'll have to flee Fort Griffin and regroup.
What happened to ever stronger, ever upward?
Listen, Lycus, I don't like it any more than you do. But you have to understand, sometimes discretion is a better part of valor, as it were. Knights may be one thing, but to a mercenary, there's no virtue greater than survival. There's an escape route we can take. Leads straight to the caves. Follow me!
For Captain Elion!
Wait! Maya! Kratos! Shit! All right, just a bit further. We're almost at the mouth of the cave.
Lycus, you're pushing yourself too hard.
Fine. Really. There's bigger things to worry about than me. Hey, Elion. Remember Ascalon?
Of course I remember. You think I'd forget your old man's favorite sword?
Do you think maybe if we had Ascalon, we could fight the Spinner?
Ascalon the Flame Spitter. Aye. It could burn a few of her eyes out, at least.
Did my father have it with him then? 3 years ago.
He did. Told me he'd returned it to the cairn where he'd found it before the fighting that day. Jupiter only knows why he didn't take it into battle. But we all greet our own fates as we see fit, I suppose.
I know the shrine. He took me there once. Maybe Ascalon's still there.
All right, Lycus. Your plan's as good as any. Lead the way.
Spider women. Swords with their own names. The very stuff of legend, isn't it?
All right, Lycus. Your turn.
The holy fang of Mushusu, first of the dragons, is here interred. Behold the blue flame that burns brighter than red.
Wow, you can read that?
Well, I'm a bit rusty, but Agavian scholars insist every child have some familiarity with Old Babylonian.
I think you should hold on to Ascalon. You can use it better than I can. For now.
Are you sure, lad?
Better give it back to me. Once I become Sentinel, though.
Back to Fort Griffin, then. The spinner still has my mercenaries wrapped up, but she kills slowly. If we hurry, we can save them.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Captain Elion. Spinner weaves a tight web, but she left me wide enough a breathing hole to see out of. She went down below, towards the storehouse, and she's got other Galu with her.
Aye. Thank you, Sergius. Save your strength now. Not another word.
But... Captain, please, you must know. It's Moira, Captain.
He's all right. He'll wake again in time.
What was that?
More Galu descending, from the sound of it. We'd best get to the spinner before they do, if we've hope of winning the fight.
I feel like a little girl, lost in a fairy tale.
Hey, Elion. What Sergio said before. Did he mean that?
Listen, good Lycus, and never forget this. Galu are no longer human. And if you don't kill them, they will kill you. Whoever a Galu might have been before, that person is long, long gone.
What?
This is as far as Lycus and I go. I can't let him press on any further. We'll stay back and tend to the wounded.
Thanks for looking out for him, Sylvie. Come on. It's you and me to the storeroom.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, it appears we have guests. Welcome, welcome, welcome and salutations.
Moira, all your Galu lie dead. Give yourself up.
Foolish knights, knights, yes, knights. Oh, but you. Yes, 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 time to need these knights. Need the knights.
Ascalon, at the ready.
Ah, the flame! The flame! Oh, dancers!
Aha, she's distracted. Now or never, my friend. I'll go around and hit her where it hurts. You get in close and keep her attention so she doesn't wrap me up.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Ascalon!
It can't be.
Moira, Moira, forgive me.
Elion, is it you?
Aye, it's me, Moira. It's your Elion.
So you came back for me last. I'm so sorry. I couldn't keep my vows. Not to the Gold Knights. Nor to you, Elion.
Rest now, my love.
So it's true. She really was Moira.
Moira led a cohort to defend this fort from the Gallo attack 3 years ago. You could almost count the knights on one hand. We didn't think the Gallo even knew where Fort Griffin was. But they had a whole horde at the ready, waiting to strike. Moira sacrificed everything to save the fort, as a goat knight and as a sentinel. Goodbye, Elion.
Moira! You've helped us earn the Emperor's pardon for our past disgrace. We're officially the Goat Knights again. I don't have the words to thank you.
Well, when you find your words again, do remember who petitioned the Emperor on your behalf, won't you?
Of course, Lady Sophia. On behalf of the Imperial Order of the Goat, I, Elion, humbly express my sincerest thanks.
You're quite welcome.
Look at him, groveling like that. And to her. Is this making anyone else uncomfortable?
You've earned your passage to the frozen cloister. Soul Gate, open!
Lycus, do you mind if I hang on to Ascalon for a while? There's something I'd like to try with it.
Oh, you don't say.
It's fine by me. I won't be heading back to Kamar for a while now anyway.
Please don't tell me you expect to tag along with us any further. Surely the Empire would forbid us from getting you into any more trouble, right?
Why not? Permission granted.
What?
Again, why not? Elion has officially named Lycus a bona fide Goat Knight scout, after all. A keen eye like his might prove useful in the frozen cloister.
But he's just a child! Go or not, I won't have him along!
Very well. Then he shall accompany me as my personal squire.
Fine by me, if you promise that's safer than the frozen cloister.
Hardly, considering my new squire and I are going along with you.
Beg your pardon?
Nary a human soul set foot in the frozen cloister for half a century. We may not be able to reach you through the coffins, even.
Besides, you'll need someone with the proper authority to take charge from here on. I'm coming with you.
After everything we've done for you, you still don't trust us.
If we didn't trust you, we'd send someone more expendable. Do take care not to get me killed. Through the frozen cloister, and to the Pantheon Garden. Just as His Majesty wills it. You see that cliff over there? That's the famous wall of Mashusu.
That's the dragon that attacked us in the volcanic cloister.
There's someone riding it, too. That dragoon.
Look! It's landing up on Mashusu's wall!
Something seems odd. You'd think he'd have roasted us by now.
Blighted dragons. Dad were here. I've heard of Mashusu's wall, but I never thought I'd see it up close. It's awfully high.
Should we head back to Fort Griffin and see if Elion will lend us any climbing gear?
If you really want to try scaling this thing, be my guest. We'll see whether the dragon burns you to a crisp before you fall to your death.
If you've a better plan, I'm all ears, Agavian.
What was that?
Hey, come on. This is no time to be fighting. Look, over there. Do you see? There's something odd about that crack. It's too straight to be natural.
You're right. It looks as if someone cut away at the ice.
We'll have to get closer to be certain.
Isham, what can you see?
Let's see. You're near the entrance to the elevator, Lady Sophia.
How can we open it?
That's a keyhole there, on your right-hand side. Insert the key. It'll let you through. Well, in theory, looks like the machinery's stuck.
But what manner of key would fit in such a hole?
Call it a clever feat of ancient Babylonian electron engineering.
Electron? Like lightning? Either way, where do we find the key?
I'm afraid that's beyond me.
I thought you were supposed to be wise. Do you think you could pry it open with your Gideon coffin?
Hold it now! You break through like that, and you're asking for trouble. Old Babylonian ruins like these tend to have some security systems that still function. Electron shock? Choking gas? Who knows? Likely fatal, and certainly unpleasant.
Stop! Stop!
Hey, Moira left behind that silver slate, didn't she? You know, with the serpent carved on it. Might that be the key? Okay, watch my back while I give it a try. Master Isham, can you guide me through it?
Certainly, my boy. All right, I'll take a look.
Uh-huh, sure.
Yes.
Are you sure?
This is no good.
That should do it. Aha! Did it!
Is it just me, or are those stones floating in midair? Please tell me that you see it too.
That must be Mount Nisia. It doesn't look exactly like I expected. It was built in the image of a mountain the ancients once worshipped, for sheltering them from the Great Flood.
I'd wager you're looking at a genuine old Babylonian anti-gravity electron field in perfect working order.
Anti-gravity?
Enough, Isham. Save your breath. We'll freeze to death if we have to stop and explain everything to them.
If you get it, can't be that hard.
Keep it moving.
don't think they're very fond of visitors.
What I wouldn't give for a nice trebuchet right about now.
It's a real shame you forgot to pack one. Lycus, stop! It's got to be a trap!
Who cares? How else are we gonna catch up to that Dragoon? Ever stronger, ever upward, remember? Dad always said, no knight backs down from a challenge.
Lycus has a point. They do say fortune favors the brave, after all.
And again, you have me questioning where to draw the line between bravery and stupidity.
Up there! Blight, take you!
Allow me.
Yes!
Dragon's all yours. Gah!
Antares!
No!
Dad?
No mistake, lad. That was Captain Galenos. Sure as I still breathe. You sure I can't persuade you to stay back?
I'm going. I have to know the truth about my dad.
Lycus's cough. It grows worse by the day. We'd better stop the blue sun soon, before it's too late for all of us.
Let's get moving. The Pantheon Garden awaits. The Pantheon Garden, said to be made by the gods themselves. Who'd have thought anywhere on the ziggurat could be so beautiful?
Blood.
We'd better keep moving. There'll be time enough to enjoy the scenery when we're done at the temple.
Right. These carvings, they're just as the legends say. The Grand Garden lies beyond these doors, and the altar.
Your Emperor will be delighted, I'm sure. But for our part, we came here to cure Lycus of the Blue Death. Look, once we're free of these coffins, we part ways with the Empire for good. Understand?
I'm sorry. That's not possible.
Not possible? What are you saying?
The Gideon coffins won't be coming off. No Sentinel can ever be free.
So you lied to us!
The scriptures of Old Babylon warn that those who bear the Gideon coffins become Ixians when they succumb to despair. We had to give you something to hope for the good of the Empire, and for your own safety.
Sylvie, what's wrong?
For our safety? After all you've put us through? Gallagher died believing in your bullshit.
I'm sorry. This truth is a luxury afforded to few in the Empire.
So why not keep on lying? Why come clean about it now?
I don't know. I scarce understand it myself. I know it sounds mad. But after all you've been through, all we've put you through, I can't stand to hide it from you any longer. I understand that you may never trust me, but please know I will do everything in my power to keep you alive.
Tell us the whole truth. If we put out the blue sun, will that really cure Blue Death? Or was that a lie too?
That's a tough one. It's not entirely untrue. Certain interpretations of the old scriptures say it's so. But nothing is for certain.
So you don't even know whether you're lying or not. Splendid. Our lives are forfeit either way. If I'm to die, then I'll die for hope. For what little hope there may be. As long as Agathym's blood runs in my veins, I refuse to surrender!
Sylvie, stop it!
Look after Lycus. If you make it out alive.
Sylvie, stop! There might be some other way to free you. We can try to find it.
How pointless.
You there, halt!
An empty tantrum. You know nothing of the Gideon coffin on your own back.
Dad! And what the hell do you know about it? Tell me!
Perhaps. Yes. Come with me and we'll see what you're made of.
Shit! Another trap!
I am Gelenos, Grand Strategos of the Gallu. You will pay 1,000-fold for spilling the blood of Antares.
Dad, stop! Please!
Never interrupt a duel between knights, boy. Did I teach you nothing?
Dad.
Now, face me as a knight! Take this! Not quite! Try and dodge this! I see you are a true knight indeed. You would make a fine Galu lord. Oh, stand aside! At last, I've found a foe worthy of our true strength. Antares!
Corpse dragon. Lost blasphemy of old Babylon.
Antares, my dear friend. Let us ride into battle together, one last time. Go, Antares! Farewell, my old friend. You, Sentinel. You have my thanks. You freed me from the shackles of Elysium.
Elysium?
Lycus, there was so much I wanted still to teach you. Not as a knight, but as your father. Now, I see your friends have taught you more than I ever could. Regard, Lycus. Let this be your inheritance. The truth of this world and all in it.
The wings of Icarus!
Goodbye, son.
Seen through the veil at last, have you? We're all prisoners of our subjective reality. Believe only what you see, and you're like to end up seeing only what you believe. The truth hides behind the thin veil of fact, waiting to tear through. Galenos has just helped it along a bit. Come on back down to headquarters, then. I've got weapons you're going to need. Oh, but don't go trying to fill Galenos' boots on me now. You won't put a scratch in the blue sun as you are, sorry to say. Hmm? What makes this old fool so sure, you ask? Why, I'm from above the sky myself. Bona fide heretic refugee from Elysium.
Ah, there you are. Took you long enough. No sense waiting any longer. Let's get those Gideon coffins of yours tuned up.
Not so fast. At least tell us what you're actually doing first.
All right. I suppose you've a right to know at this point. Long ago, the ancient Babylonians built the ziggurat to reach the heavens and snatch some of Dingir's wisdom straight from the god himself.
And now the Empire aims to conquer the ziggurat and make that knowledge their own, yes?
So you know that much. But let me tell you what sort of wisdom it was. Your Gideon coffins are one piece of Dingir's wisdom. So are the Asargs.
Asargs?
Alchemical marvels. Like living people, but with steel for skin and oil for blood. The Asargs make their home in Elysium, a whole world of machines. You don't have the right kind of weapons to do a thing to them. Yet. You'll need something special to break through their steel skin and control their machine minds.
Oh, the Gallo were kind of... a Sarg, Master Isham. Was my dad...
In a way, yes. And in another way, not at all. Deep down, under all the armor, Gallo are human flesh and blood. The fact that you stand a chance against them is proof enough they aren't a Sarg through and through.
And we won't be able to fight real Asargs until you upgrade our Gideon coffins. But Isham, if you can upgrade the coffins, surely you must know how to remove them.
Nay, that's beyond me, I'm afraid. Gideon coffins are a sort of mechanical parasite. Aside from retaining a more generous portion of your human cognition, you Sentinels aren't really much different from Gallo. Those coffins on your back have, burrowed in tight around your circulatory and nervous systems. They're part of you. You might as well ask me to surgically remove your heads while I'm at it.
Well, thank you for drafting us into a living bloody nightmare.
The Blue Death claims more victims by the day. Fighting through Elysium and stopping the Blue Sun is the only hope we have to cure it. Please.
All right. Upgrade as you will. But you'd better be ready to tell us everything once you're done poking around.
The day of judgment draws near. Awaken. You alone can turn the tides of fate. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Please wake up. Wake up! Sorry. If it were up to me, I'd let you rest as long as you need, but... well, it's not up to me anymore. The Gallu have Neo-Babylon surrounded. They struck all at once and overwhelmed us.
Wait, I thought we destroyed most of the Gallu.
We thought so too. Elysium must have worked out how to mass-produce them.
Mass-produce? But you all said Gallu all used to be people.
We did. They're abducting civilians left and right, and as they do, their numbers grow.
That's madness!
And the Gallu aren't alone this time. My knights report that humanoid machines are fighting among them.
Asargs. Without a doubt.
We're fighting back with all the sentinels we can muster, and the Goat Knights are on the move. But it's a losing battle. Our only hope is to strike at the root. I'm taking a squad to Elysium. This might be goodbye. Unless... and I ask you not as your commander, but as a friend. Will you join us?
Please. You've got to help Elian.
The Goat Knights have taken the Pantheon Garden. That should buy us a moment's peace.
Elian!
Lycus, I heard about your father. He was a true knight to the end. You should be proud of him.
I am. Thank you. And Elian, I'm sure he appreciates you keeping the Goat Knights together. I know I do.
I can think of no greater honor, lad. If this is to be our last stand, I pledge to do you both proud.
Look at it. Dad gave his life to show me. To show all of us the truth about this world. What's that light up there?
What? Impossible! The blasted Asargs! They're patching up the rift. At this rate, they'll soon have us locked out completely.
Quick! To Elysium!
Lycus, this time you are staying here.
Why? Haven't I been useful? Haven't I helped you this whole time?
Of course you have, but...
Hang on, my boy. Let me talk to her. While you Sentinels were out cold, I taught Lycus a thing or two about Elysium. He'll be helpful to have around up there, provided his memory's better than mine.
No, it's far, far too dangerous. We don't even know if we'll make it all the way up to the rift.
My dad wanted us to know what was up there. No way am I staying behind. I'm going. I brought a rope I can use to help climb up. I'll tie myself on tight.
You focus on getting to Elysium, then lower the rope once you're there. Might take some time, but I'll make sure there's footholds enough for reinforcements to follow.
Isham, where's Commander Sophia? This whole crazy plan was her idea in the first place. She decided not to join the fun.
Lady Sophia's heading up the civilian evacuations. She's probably got her hands full making sure there's enough rations to go round. Try to forgive her.
This might be goodbye, she says. Okay then. We've got a cable to climb.
Master Isham! They're closing up the rift!
Looks that way. Once you've tied it up over there, you better find where they're making the gallows. Every gallows you can stop them making is one less gallows for the goat knights to deal with.
Huh?
Oh, nice day, isn't it? Shit.
You found the control room. The heart of Elysium, that room. Or maybe I should say the brain. Lycus, can you hear me?
Yes, Master Isham.
All right, my boy. You're my eyes and arms now. Just remember what I told you. Reach out and take control of the central Elysian brain.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to dampen the mood, but we are still in enemy territory. How long is this going to take?
Don't be hasty. It's his first time using Elysian technology. It'd take time, even if I was standing there, guiding his hands myself.
Okay then. It looks as if we're gonna be here a while. We may as well put that time to good use. I'll stay here and make sure nothing happens to Lycus. What say you? Can you find a way to get to the Blue Sun?
Ah, surprised to see me, I suppose. I can see it on your face. You've destroyed quite a few Galu, you know. Elysium's had to crank up solar energy production to replace them. I've managed to borrow some of that surplus energy and get my old Babylonian teleporter working again. That's how I've been getting around. Yes, I suppose that only raises more questions. I've known about all this from the beginning. Elysium above the clouds, and the golems therein. You've made it all the way here, so I suppose I owe you the story. Get comfortable. Now, this is an old story. You'd hardly believe me if I told you how old. Ancient Babylonians spent millennia building their ziggurat. If they built it high enough, they surmised, they could reach the white sun, the vessel of Dingir's wisdom. And, against all sense, they were right. With their newfound know-how, they built devices that could turn mere humans into demigods they called Gideons. Sound familiar? At any rate, no other nation stood a chance against the Gideons. Soon, kings trembled at the very name of Babylonia. The empire grew ever larger and stronger. Still, the emperor slept uneasily. Even with the entire world under his thumb, it was all over if the Gideons realized they didn't need him. And the Gideons weren't without dark secrets of their own, mind. For their Gideon coffins contained the very brains of the subjects chosen by the Emperor. The first Galu, so to speak. One of the chosen was my daughter, my darling Arwia. Pardon an old fool his digressions. Where was I? Oh yes, the Gideon's troubles. A hideous fate awaited each one of them. What we now call Ixian shift. Naturally, the public remained unaware. As the Emperor saw it, the Gideons had outlived their usefulness. He sent the Gideons on increasingly dangerous missions. Civil wars, dragon hunts. Sure enough, they fell. It wasn't long before the Gideons realized what the Emperor was doing. They conspired with one of Babylonia's vassal states to overthrow him. The insurgent Gideons captured the city of Babylon and razed the Great Ziggurat. The greatest civilization the world's ever known, leveled in less than a year.
Master Isham, I did it! I stopped the Asaga assembly line!
Oh, nice work, my boy! How'd you manage that without my help?
All I did was try all the commands you taught me. There's one problem, though. It looks like the Asags worked out where we are. Get back here! Now! I don't know how much longer this door can hold.
Go on, go! And take the door at the back. Behind those desks, it's a quicker path to the control room.
There you are. I thought we were finished.
I knew you'd come. Right, take a look at this. While I was trying to break into the factory password, I came across a map to the helioscope. That's where the blue sun is. Right there, at the triangle. There's a hidden door to the observatory around there. Just like at Mushusu's wall. Put in the key, and the door will open right up.
Nobody move! You've had your fun, but it's high time the Imperial Guard took control.
It's nice of you to finally show up. Waiting for us to clear the path again.
Not this time. By His Imperial Majesty's decree, Operation Prometheus is underway.
Operation Prometheus? Can't say I'm familiar with that one.
You wouldn't be. I received these orders from the Emperor himself. The Imperial line has waited for generations, since the time of Basilius I himself, for the chance to rise up and conquer Elysium. Now is the time. Knights, here are your duties. First, the seizure of all documents related to Babylonian technology. Second, the complete destruction of the machine sun. Isham, as head engineer of the Imperial Guard, you are to find a route to the Blue Sun. Our sentinels are henceforth relieved of their duties.
Destroy the machine sun? Jupiter's ass! All we need to do is make it the white sun again and the Blue Death is cured! We've come so far! You saw the floating islands, did you not? The gravitational balance is tenuous enough as it is. Destroy the machine sun and Elysium will literally crush Neo-Babylon. Or worse. The magnetic shift alone might be enough to destroy the whole world.
My god! Someone's got to stop this. Sophia? Elian? Somebody!
I'm sorry, lad. A knight's first duty is to the Emperor. Defying his will means dishonor.
Isham, do you have any evidence to back up your theory?
All the texts on the machine's sun were forbidden to us engineers of Babylonia. But I've been looking into the connection between solar energy and the Gideon coffins for myself.
Do you think I've forgotten how many lies you've sold the Empire already, Isham? Why should we believe you now?
Lady Sophia, there's no time for this. If they won't tell us the route willingly, we must make them talk.
Yes, I agree.
Stop! Stop it!
Captain Elion and I will handle the interrogation. I know how to handle stubborn barbarians. Imperial Guards, barricade all routes to this control room, in case the Asargs strike again.
Aye.
Sophia, how could you? How much of our time are you going to waste? Go on, get to the helioscope.
What?
Quickly. Lycus already showed you how to get there, didn't he?
Hold on. What's going on? Explain yourself.
Not very perceptive, are you? If we hadn't put on that little act, you'd be on your way to the Jail of Grief as we speak.
Pretty convincing, wouldn't you say?
You're telling me you would defy an Imperial decree for us? You, Princess Sophia?
Never call me that again, you Agavian swineherd.
Lady Sophia, we haven't much time.
I'm doing what's right for the Empire, as I'm sworn. Emperor will it or not.
I never thought you had it in you. But don't think I'm going to forget how eager you were to torture us.
Fair enough. Promise me you'll stay alive long enough for me to make it up to you, Sylvie.
I'm looking forward to it, Commander.
Sentinels. And Lycus. The time is nigh for bared sword and honed heart. That's an old Babylonian war cry. Like it? Oh, glad this old body of mine made it up here in one piece.
Just in time, Master Isham. I could really use your help with this.
Let's see here, Lycus, my boy. Oh, I'm impressed you made it this far on your own.
What took you so long, Isham?
My stop at the museum took a bit longer than I planned for. Somebody came along and distracted me from my research.
What were you looking for?
So, I had a theory that it's the Gideons who first turned the machine sun blue 1,000 years or so back. In their anger, they couldn't keep a steady hand on the wheel, as it were. And the energy they drew from it grew more and more unstable, or so I thought. But it turns out someone deliberately programmed the machine sun to go blue.
But why? Who would do something like that?
That's the question, my boy. One perhaps only Dingir himself could answer. But whatever the reason, one thing's certain. As long as the blue sun shines, there'll be no curing the blue death. So come on, my boy. Let's get this sun back to normal.
Yes, sir!
Just a touch more.
What's going on?
I haven't a clue. You two, go have a look.
Behold Naga, bearer of two flames, the sun to forge a new humanity, the pyre to purge the old. My blue sun is the purifying fire of evolution. It shall be extinguished by no man. My beloved children, show me now the depths of your faith. The time is upon us. For ascension.
No, not the Icarus phenomenon!
Back to me so soon. I wonder whether you've noticed. This place, me, all of this, it's never been more than a dream of yours, a fleeting moment. But still, it's these fleeting moments that make up eternity. There's no need for you to suffer. Wouldn't you rather stay here, in this moment, with me? No, of course not. Your heart remains unhomed, after all. It'd be a pity for you to give up now. Besides, my dear, it seems there are others who need you more than I do. So you see, my darling, for now, you must live.
It's you.
Oh, blight it all! No, 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 no!
What's happening, Master Isham?
Nothing good. We've lost the machine's sun, and the gravitational field's about to go with it. At this rate, all Neo-Babylon will be crushed under Elysium. No, worse. Babylon itself will become a gravity well. A well the whole world's likely to fall into.
It's all right.
I'll be damned. Not every day you see a new sun born.
The light. It's so warm.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about it below. Check the links in the description and you can pick which platforms to follow me on. If you're new around here, how about subscribing and clicking the notification bell as I put out new videos every single day. I've been VictorVeloDragon and I'll speak to you soon.